This is a program that has perplexed a lot of people, the whole topic of how to become wealthy. Now, when I say wealthy, we're talking about a material wealth, but just keep in mind that everything up till this point in the Formula 4, Amazing Health, and the Formula 4, Total Happiness, those programs are on the journey to wealth, tremendous wealth. But to get to tremendous wealth, part of being tremendously wealthy isn't just the material part, but it's the health part, right? So if you don't have the health part, having a lot of money over here, having figured this out, which will show you clearly how to get right to it, the process of attracting and creating all the material wealth that you could ever want, is a function of your health, right? Because if you are wealthy, then you're healthy. Healthy is part of wealthy, right? Happiness is part of wealthy. There are people that you might meet, or maybe you've had this experience where you have a lot of money, or you know somebody that does, and they're not very happy. Now, that doesn't mean that wealth and unhappiness is associated. I'm just saying that as an anecdote, it's quite possible that you met somebody along the way that you thought wasn't very happy, but they had a lot of money. Maybe they weren't even nice to you, so you equated that. And so that actually worked against you becoming tremendously wealthy. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But go back to part one, Amazing Health, the formula for amazing health. If you have that, you have the first stage of true wealth, true abundance, true prosperity. And if you don't have it, well, we know that anybody that had a lot of money and was sick, basically their money was worthless. So that's real important. And because you now have this healthy thing and you have happiness, that's also a key part of wealth. Your ability to celebrate being alive. That's the ability to have gratitude. And that again starts in the heart. It's just an idea or a roadmap or a vision that you have, because you could put words and pictures and thoughts and ideas in the thought process. But by no means will that create more attraction, except more topics that look like that. But it won't create the reality and the manifestation of the things that you want, like, and love. That will come when you formulate a clear picture of the wealth that you want, a certain kind of house in a certain area of the country or the world, a certain sort of people that are available to you with a certain sort of idea about things. And if you envision that, and the more detailed that is, the better of a roadmap you have. Now you have to decide what of that you really truly love and pour your heart on it. And in these programs up till this point, we're going to learn a lot about the projection of the love power in your heart, or the high heart frequency, the total love filling up the whole heart, and putting that as what you want, like, and love on the things that are the things that you want, like, and love. So it's really that simple. And we talk about in this program a lot about abundance. And I struggled early on with abundance, with the ability to get money. And whenever I was successful at achieving it, I didn't really know how I got there. So I would get a lot of money, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And I didn't understand that I still needed a few more fundamentals. In the formula for tremendous wealth, you're going to learn really important fundamentals that rarely anybody talks anything about. A lot of people have a negative association with money and wealth. In fact, if you're following this, you might be maybe spiritual or religious, and a lot of people think that being spiritual and religious means that you reject money or you reject wealth, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. You still have to love it. Anything that you want more of, you have to put your love on it. And there's nothing bad or good about money, but if you're a good person and you make a lot of money, which you will, have a lot more money and a lot more wealth will come to you easily, even in tough times like now, you'll find that it's natural to sort of feel guilty, or maybe this person needs more of that. And that's kind of the way the world has sold it to you, like that maybe you're not a good person. If you're already a good person and you have a lot of wealth, you're probably just going to share more and be a good person to more people. So you probably have the added benefit of enriching and uplifting more people. If you're a bad person, well, you better go back to the beginning and start over. Okay. Anyway, these are fundamentals that just work. And again, watch and listen, do the simple exercise, and you will see a dramatic improvement. It's a simple anecdote that I love to use, and I've come across it many times in my life. Somebody saying, I need money. And I say, well, why do you need money? Because I got to pay these bills, or I'm really worried about I'm not going to have money for this or that. And I got to tell you, that's moving you farther away from it every time, 100% of the time. You have to love money to attract more money, but you have to love it in the heart. You have to have a number here or some different amounts for different things where you're providing value into the world and you're going to get something. And you have to decide what the value you're supposed to receive is. Most people didn't ever figure that out. And people that have a lot of money are simply more comfortable with it. They love money from the heart. It's an emotional experience. The amount doesn't much matter. They may have an amount, but they always love money. That's what separates them from people that don't have it. So when you say, I need money, the universe has to keep making you struggle so you can keep needing money. If you have an attitude that the universe is always rewarding me, always taking care of me, and I do a great job in providing value and helping out and making a difference and bringing good things to the world, and so I'm therefore deserving of this value and this worth. And so that's very simplistic, but there's a lot of things in that that are very simplistic like that. When you know those, you simply are unlocking the same magic formula for tremendous wealth that wealthy people have. Now, they may or may not have the other good stuff, but if you have the other good stuff, then you're really living an amazing life. If you don't have this other good stuff, health and happiness and purpose and good relationships and energy and good sleep and awesome manifestation, if you don't have these other things, then having a lot of money is not going to make a big difference in your life. It may just complicate things. So just remember this, that if you want to level up on your wealth, get into this Tremendous Wealth program, and I can assure you that it's going to be very simple to almost immediately shift the way you approach money. And when you do that and you put just love on it and the good that you can experience and the good that you can do, you start to really live in the world the way we're really designed as living beings to take ourselves to a higher level. And without that, we are doomed to struggle. So don't ever say that I need money. Say that the universe is always taking care of me and giving me what I need. But now I have a bigger vision of all the good that I'm going to do in the world with my programs or the good things that I do to help others. And I'm going to be rewarded at all times. And it's always going to be there for me. And you'll find out it magically always just appears. I know it sounds a little silly, but you'll see it. And if you've had any experience with money at all that is on the positive side, that's what was happening. So get into the Tremendous Wealth program because it's going to enrich your life in so many ways, assuming that you've done the other good work on your health and your happiness, which I'm sure you've already done that. So keep up the good work, and we'll see you soon in how to have a great purpose and live in a spectacular way.